Alright, you know what? God damn it. All this shit we're seeing on the news with the fucking politicians, everyone's arguing about cutting budgets and cutting public services and, you know, basically making it a lot worse for people that already got it pretty fucking bad. And shit's bad enough as it is. And all this filibustering that's going on, especially now, I guess the Republicans got their panties all in a bunch because they don't want anyone to have anything. Basically, they want to cut the fucking unions. Every governor now, apparently, or Chris Christie there in Jersey, which is where I'm from, and incidentally, but you know, he's going on a mad Stalin-esque purging of all the public funding. Poor get poorer. I mean, what are they going to think? What do they think is going to happen? You know, there's going to be an uprising eventually. I mean, there are so many people that doing without to such an extreme degree. And nobody cares. At least nobody right of center, I guess. I don't know. I despise politics altogether. I hate these delineations of ideology and these demarcations of belief. And you know, people, you have to choose sides. We're really good at choosing fucking sides, aren't we? We love to choose sides. We love to be against things. We love to protest. Actually, that's a good point. The protests that are going on right now in Wisconsin, largely being ignored by everyone, but I guess MSNBC, apparently CNN had a camera there yesterday, but largely ignored by Fox, ABC, CBS, CNN, except for the camera, and like I said, nobody cares. MSNBC seems to be the only ones paying any attention to it. Like I said, don't necessarily fall on either side. I despise politics. I think you can't just have one point of view about something, you know? These are issues that affect us all. And politicians, they don't do anything. They're not good for anything. They don't fucking do shit. They don't contribute anything. They're not experts. They don't know about anything. And not a goddamn one of them is a scientist or a mathematician or an engineer, knows a goddamn thing about nuclear power, even though that's not really sustainable. How about renewable energy? How about wind, solar, geothermal? How about using photovoltaic cells on our windows so that they generate heat and conduct electricity? I mean, nobody's thinking about this shit because there's no profit in it, because they're all owned by the corporations. I mean, the fact that corporations can now contribute unlimited amounts to the coffers of politicians. They basically buy whatever legislation they see fit, whatever benefits them the most. Fuck the public, fuck the common man, fuck the middle class. It's all going to disappear. And nobody cares. And politicians are there just gumming up the works. They're not, like I said, they're not experts. They're litigators. You know, by and large, that's what they are. Essentially, they argue, they spit, kick dirt and dust at each other, and just prevent anything from getting done. Nothing gets done. Nothing. Not from either side. And first of all, the fact that we're constrained to a two-party system is complete bullshit. It's not a democracy. Capitalism has virtually taken over, and I know, you say, oh, capitalism might not necessarily be the best idea because in practice it just promotes greed, basically. And what we had with the crash and the bailouts, I mean, we were robbed. It was the robber barons coming in, holding us at gunpoint with the threats of collapse and chaos and bedlam, end of the world. And we fell for it because fear is, oh man, that's a great one, isn't it? Fear is a hot button. You press that fear button, fear then triggers the anger reflex, and boom, we're off and running, aren't we? Give them anything. Well, we're not going to get paid back. We're not going to see a goddamn cent. Rich get richer, middle class disappears, poor get poorer. What's going to happen? What do they expect is going to happen? What are the options? civil disobedience, to what extent, to what degree? Violence is never the answer. I mean, what's happening in Egypt now, and now in Iran, and spreading like wildfire across the Middle East, I don't know. What's that going to lead to? I don't know. We'll see. Not trying to make predictions, just saying what's going on. But the bottom line is, shit is not working the way that it is right now. Politicians serve no purpose. Our entire paradigm needs to be just completely redesigned. Sustainability, renewability of resources, allocation of resources to everybody. I know that sounds socialist, whatever you want to say, communist. Fuck you, all right? That shit doesn't mean anything. Those systems are based on a monetary system as it is, so it's a moot point. Anyway, I've prattled on.